Everyone is freaking out about Google's new Nano Banana, but almost nobody is showing you how to actually make money with it. In the next few minutes, I'm going to break down the exact way that you can turn this free AI tool into recurring online income. My name is Nick Ponte. I run a 7-figure AI marketing agency out in Maui, Hawaii, and I've been using AI tools like this to land real paying clients. Stay with me because I'm going to show you step by step how Nano Banana can do the hardest part for you at getting attention and booking and landing real clients. So if you have been chasing shiny objects online, pay attention to this. Nano Banana is different. It's free, first of all, and it actually can get you real results. So whether you are brand new without any experience, or if you are a seasoned business owner who is looking to add an additional source of new business to what you already have, you're going to want to watch this entire video. And stay till the end because I'm going to give you everything that you need to be successful here. Now, real quick, before we get into that, if you like this topic of building an online business and getting AI subscription-based clients, then I'd like to do something special for you. I'm going to give you my 4-part AI fast track training where we spend even more time together going over my tactics to get AI subscriptions. These pay me monthly. I'm going to also give you a 30-day free trial to the best AI tool out there that I use to get clients and run my business. It's totally optional if you want it. And so just please be sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and not required, but always appreciated. Consider sharing this video with a friend who would probably be interested in getting some AI subscriptions. And lastly, just comment below and I will send you a direct link to the 4-part AI fast track training, the software, and the other bonuses and prompts that I'm going to be sharing with you and templates that I'll be including in this video. Now, here's what I have in store for you today. We're going to be going over what Nano Banana is and the use cases for you to use it to actually get some clients, and why personalization and custom Nano Banana content makes it easier to get paid. And then lastly, we're going to talk about getting your next customer and using what I call a irresistible offer. This is an offer that is so good that you can't turn it down. How to use this specific irresistible offer to get your next deal and automate the entire fulfillment process with AI software. And I'm using this new slide tool. Don't know if you've ever heard it before. It's called Gamma. I think it's pretty cool. And so let me know what you think in the comments below as well. So let's talk about Nano Banana and what it is. So the reason this tool matters is because this is Google's new AI model. And you can think of it as a super smart calculator with a robot built into it. It allows you to transform any image with simple text prompts. So just like you use ChatGPT to speak to and give you information, you can use Nano Banana to create images. So for example, I type in, make an image of myself in shock while looking at and holding a glowing banana. That is pretty baffling, to say the least. You know, you got a picture of me, looks really good. The glowing banana is insane. Obviously, this tool, this one here with the radioactive green banana. So in the past, this type of creation of these types of assets were off limits to the normal people like us. I'm going to say us, me and you, who weren't graphic artists, who didn't know how to use Photoshop. And so it gets better than that, right? Just being able to type in to Nano Banana, make me an image of this, remove the background, make my hair purple, make them holding a ninja sword. You can do whatever you want, which is pretty mind-blowing. And so here's some more examples. This is a blog article I saw that did a good representation of like using this candle, where you could take the same candle and you could give it prompts, change the color of the candle, take the same candle and put it in a different background, put it in a pumpkin, like use the same candle, put in a state fair blue ribbon winning pumpkin that has been graffitied with a large spray painted X. I mean, this looks like a professional photographer with a staging company came here and created this image. But they did not. This was done just by simply typing text into this tool right here, Google's new Nano Banana. And so the nice thing about this tool, everybody, is that right now you can create up to 100 images and edits per day. And the other cool thing, if you have ever tried to use AI to create AI-related images before, you know that it used to be a little weird, right? You'd get these images where humans would have fingers that had like maybe, 8 fingers on one hand, and it would hallucinate a little bit and give you some skewed imagery. Well, the technology is getting better and better, and it's moving really, really quickly. I saw this guy actually is using Nano Banana to create video footage. Check this part out. So that was all created with Nano Banana. And stick with me here. I'm going to show you how you can make money and monetize this stuff. But creating something like that in the past was really only for people that were part of a Hollywood studio that had an insane background in special effects and digital media. But this dude literally puts text into this tool right here, just like a chat GPT, like I'm going to show you, and pumps out high quality video content, image content, and so on. And so that's kind of the basics of Nano Banana. Obviously, we can create a video that goes into further detail on like all the ins and outs of Nano Banana, but what I'm really focused on for this video is showing you how to use it to get paid. That is my goal. And so really you just need to fundamentally know that you can create high value imagery videos, but it's really what you can do with the personalization that is going to allow you to get more customers. Because for me in my business, last week, this is my Square account, I was able to collect $23,000 in revenue. And this is my Square account. I'm refreshing it so you know it's live and active. This has nothing to do with YouTube or any of my other businesses. This is 100% working with small businesses. So I have to filter out to last week. You can see 23,000 this month. We're at, well, it's only 10 days in this month, but you can see last month, 57,000. And I'm sharing this with you, not insinuating that you're going to be able to just duplicate what I have done overnight. I'm sharing with you this because I want you to know how large this market is for selling AI-based subscription services. And not all of this revenue here that you see is just from, social posting or Nano Banana related content, because what I'm showing you in this video is how to get your first client, get your foot in the door, and then slowly, incrementally deliver value to where somebody who comes in and pays you maybe $500 per month gives you $1,000 per month and $2,000 per month as you slowly increase what you do for them. And that is really a pro tip that you should know. A lot of people, a lot of YouTubers out there who probably have no clients will teach you to sell very expensive things. And it may be the reason that you've never had any success before. My experience in having, 50 paying subscription-based clients is that you really have to start out selling something smaller priced and incrementally grow your price point up from there. And in doing so, in doing this method where we start out with a $500 service and then move people up to $2,000 and $12,000, which we're going to keep talking about, that has allowed me to grow Hawaii's second fastest growing company. It's called Mina Marketing. We were just recognized this year as the second fastest growing company in Hawaii. And the reason that we were able to do that is because we slowly, incrementally deliver value to our customers and move people up and get paid more and more using these tactics like I'm sharing with you in this video on how to get clients, how to build trust, how to get your foot in the door, and how to deliver value. And so I've explained about Nano Banana and the importance of what we're going to be using it for personalization. Now I want to share with you the fastest way that I believe to get paid a significant amount of cash flow online, and that is by landing a small business as a client. And I'm going to explain to you why. Small business owners, they already have a budget. They already have cash flow, right? Small businesses usually allocate 7 to 12% of their cash flow for marketing and growing their business, which is exactly what we're going to be talking about. Now, they are also actively spending money. So unlike startups who are pinching pennies, established small businesses are already investing to grow their business. And a business that's actually making around $500,000 annually typically spends around $35,000 to $60,000 on marketing. One business, $35,000 to $60,000 on marketing. So even if you capture a small slice of that budget, that means some serious recurring revenue for you. And I know this to be true because I have over 50 businesses right now paying me somewhere between a little less than this. Actually, I have some people paying me $1,000 a month. I have some people paying me $500 a month, but I also have some people paying me $15,000 a month. And that's how we get to this point of $57,000. And I have more revenue outside of this Square account because we also take payments in QuickBooks. But I like sharing this Square account dashboard because it's a very easy representation of showing you what it looks like to actually get clients paying you on monthly subscription. So to me, the fastest way to earn online is by getting a small business as a client. I don't believe that the fastest way to learn is by you starting a YouTube channel, getting ad revenue, becoming an affiliate marketer, becoming good at drop shipping, or start a Shopify store and gaining 10% off whatever you sell. I've done all those things. I've been at this game for over a decade, and I can wholeheartedly tell you that if you focus on finding small businesses as clients and use the tactics that I'm going to share with you in this video, that you can actually make a decent amount of cash flow faster if you're willing to put in the work, right? Again, this is not some get rich quick thing. Now, I want to share with you a post that I got in my Facebook group the other day from somebody who asked a legitimate question, and I think it's a great one to bring up. Vincent said, is there legit small businesses that are paying per month for posting to their social media? I feel like this is 2008 stuff. And you can see here, Casey Carlson says, yes, I have those clients. Small business owners don't have the time to learn tech. That's why they hire people to do these things for them. I know for us, it may seem super easy, but not for them. So that is 100% accurate. And I'm going to keep going deeper into that and sharing with you why that is accurate. And I'm also going to show you how to build a high value list of small businesses that are likely to need a service that we sell them with Nano Banana. And again, we're going to automate this with AI software. I also was doing a stream on this topic the other day. Julian Davis, who, again, he's taking action, he's doing the work. I have to do a disclaimer here. I'm not saying that you're going to replicate this. He says he sells 5 posts to a small business and makes $2,000 to $3,000 every single month. So I'm showing you how you can create content with Nano Banana and you can get paid in the process. Now, the ideal small business for you to sell Nano Banana content to is a business that has a following. And let me show you one. I did some prospecting before this, and I want to show you an example of what this looks like. And again, I'm going to show you how to build a list of these types of businesses at scale. But this is an example of a business who might be likely to pay you for some posting. So check this out. This business has 975 followers. I think anywhere from 500 plus followers is a good, reasonable type of small business to sell this to. And I have experience selling it to this. You don't want to sell to somebody who has 0 followers because they have no following. If they post on social media, it doesn't even matter. If you find somebody that has 50,000 followers, that's probably going to be a more competitive business that's going to be out of your reach, especially if you're brand new. If you have some experience, you have some credibility, then maybe you can prospect to that business. But this is a sweet spot for people that are just getting started with this. And the reason is because you want to find people that have a decent little audience, 500 to 1,000. And then you want to find the other metric is one that hasn't posted to their social media in 6 months to a year. So this business hasn't posted since 2024. And as you can see, it's 5:45 in the morning, so obviously they're closed right now. But if they have a small audience and they've posted in the past, but they have not posted in 6 months to a year, they clearly know the value in what it means to post on their social media. But the reason that they do not do it is because it takes too much time. It costs too much money. Maybe they had a social media person they were paying in the past, but they're gone because they can't afford them. I mean, to create this image, to get this image right here in the past, means that this person had to actually book an activity. Then you had to have somebody out there with them taking the photo. Then they had to take that photo and upload it to a drive. And then they had to take that photo, upload it to a drive, and put it, or maybe edit it, and then put it on social media. So that is a huge process. It's labor intensive. It's a big undertaking. That's why you see somebody who clearly knows the value in posting, has a decent following, but hasn't posted in almost an entire year or longer. And so this is our ideal customer, you guys. And I'm going to show you, if you want to build a list of businesses just like this, you can go to ChatGPT. And remember, I'm going to give you my 4-part AI fast track training and this prompt as well. It's all in this document right here. This is my bonus document. If you comment below, you're going to get my bonus document with the lead prompt right here. I'm giving you some of my email templates that you can send to these people who are business owners, right? The prompt says, I run a digital marketing agency in Maui. Make me a detailed list of 25 leads in this specific industry, so you can change this prompt for you in your location and businesses that you might want to target. Collect their business information, their name, their address, their phone number, their email address. And so you can see ChatGPT does all the work for me. It finds businesses, gives me their info, and all you have to do now is you can sift through this, go to their social media, and find the ones that have 500 to 1,000 followers, but haven't posted in a year. And it's actually not that difficult. There's a lot of businesses out there that fit this category. So again, if you're getting any value out of this, please like the video and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'm gonna tie all this together, right? We've already talked a little bit about what is Nano Banana. It allows us to create high value images, personalized images. And look at this one that I created using Nano Banana. This is Nano Banana, right? I gave it this prompt and I said, I want to make a media kit for this paddleboarding company activity on Maui. You may recognize the logo. It's this company right here. So I took their logo, and this is why it's so powerful, everybody. I took their logo and I asked it to create an image for me with their logo, paddleboarding in Hawaii, that they can use to their post to their social media to help them get more activities and bookings. So check this out. Look at this image. This girl has a t-shirt with the logo on the paddleboard. Now, I live in Maui, so I know that this isn't Maui. This is like an AI image generated by Maui or a fantasy place, but it looks like a damn tropical island. I mean, if you're not from here, you're not going to know the difference. But you can see, like, what's the difference between this image and and either of these, or this one, or this one. And I can tell you the difference is that this business had to pay for the other images, had to have somebody go out there and do this for them. And it takes a lot of bandwidth and cash flow and attention, which most small business owners don't have, right? Going back to Casey's example, where she says small business owners don't have the time to learn technology. That's why they hire people to do these things for them. I know for us, it may be super easy, but not for them. So if you have that objection in your head, like, why would somebody pay this for me? Get that out of your head, get out of your own way. Now, what is really the beautiful part about this is not really just the posting that you can do on, or the creating of content in Nano Banana, but what it allows you to do to actually get the attention of somebody to pay you. And again, I made this video and I put this presentation together because I was out in the water the other day surfing, and I was thinking about how personalization is the most important piece of getting a customer remotely, right? Especially if you're, maybe you're not even in the US and you're trying to get a US-based client. Personalization with your prospecting, Prospecting is your ability to reach out to businesses, phone call, email, DM, and get their attention. Prospecting is trying to find somebody who is going to pay you for this service, right? So remember, I showed you how to build this list. I showed you how to find an ideal customer for this service. But reaching out to them is going to be the prospecting that you're going to be doing to try to turn them into a paying customer. And the biggest obstacle with prospecting, everybody, as somebody who's been doing this for a decade and has a lot of clients, I've worked with over 500 small businesses at this point, is being able to stand out and cut through the noise. Small business owners receive 47 emails per day. 47 emails per day. I'm a small business owner. Look at this. I opened up one of my Gmails. I get paid, especially from YouTube. I get probably, 30 to 50. Look at this. Paid YouTube collaboration, follow-up inquiry, YouTube dedicated video rate. Like, this is my inbox. There's a lot of other types of inboxes out there that get just, we'll help you rank higher in Google. We'll, do all these things for you. Small business owners receive 47 emails on average per day. Most get deleted within 3 seconds. Your challenge isn't just getting opened, it's getting remembered. And I'm going to show you how Nano Banana helps you to cut through the noise. So here's an example of what bad outreach looks like. And remember, stick with me, you guys. Remember I said I'm going to show you everything end to end. What is Nano Banana? What is the personalized content? And how to get your next customer using this irresistible offer and automate the entire process with AI software. So we're going to go all the way to cutting through the noise now, getting your potential customer, and then what happens when you actually get the customer, collect the money, and how do you deliver the work? And you're going to love this because, again, I use AI software to automate this entire process. So cutting through the noise. Here's an example of what bad email outreach looks like. Now, you might be using, or you might want to send a DM to somebody, like to bring them on as a customer. You might not want to cold call them or walk into a business, or some of you might want to cold call them. Like, some people have experience with sales. And what people get hit up with most of the time is an email like this. Hi, my name is John and I do marketing. I noticed your company, Maui Stand-Up Paddleboarding. Thought you might need help with digital marketing. I can get you on Google and social media really fast. We offer SEO, Facebook ads, websites, and more. Everyone is doing it now and it works really well. If you don't do this, you will lose business to competitors. We don't have time to explain everything in email, but trust me, it works. You guys would be blown away by how many emails I get like this. And oftentimes they're even worse, right? They're generic. There's no personalization. Could be sent to any business, which is one of the key things that I'm going to point out to you as we go through my way of prospecting. There's no research into the company, their specific needs, their industry needs. It's overly a broad service. This email obviously is, besides this section of their name, could be going out to thousands. When people feel like they're getting the same email as thousands of other people, then they don't think that it's worth their time to respond, because it wasn't worth your time to put together something specific for them. You see how that works? There's no credibility, there's no proof, there's no examples, poor structure and tone. Now, here's how Nano Banana makes things different for you in your prospecting. It makes client getting easier with personalization. Personalization isn't just using their name. It's about showing you understand their business. Before asking for anything, you make this email, this DM, this call, this walking into their business, you make it seem different than all the other people. So when you reference their specific challenges, recent posts they've done, you've got their branding in some images, you immediately separate yourself from the spam folder. You become a consultant, not a vendor, and you catch their attention. So remember, I showed you this image here where I'm using Nano Banana to take their branding and I plug it in to their product. I got this image of this girl paddleboarding, their branding, their logo, their t-shirt. Look at this one. And the other cool thing that I meant to mention, this is a beautiful paddleboard, got their logo. I think you guys are pretty blown away by that, right? The other thing that is incredible with this tool, dude's wearing a shirt, rash guard with the logo, is with other AI image generating tools, it was very difficult to take the same picture and keep editing it. You would never get the same picture twice. And that is where this tool has really changed the game. So rather than just only being able to get one image at a time, you can now create groups and families of the same image, which allows you to create more of like a media kit or a branding package. So I asked Nano Banana, generate an image of a female instructor giving a stand-up paddleboard lesson to their wife in Hawaii. This image actually looks pretty damn legit. This is Diamond Head in the background. The only thing that throws this image off is this stupid hotel over here, which that doesn't exist. You could crop that out, but how cool is this image, right? So in the past, you wouldn't be able to create this image with these same people again. AI would never be able to do it. So I go on to keep playing with AI. Give me an image of someone giving a stand-up paddleboarding tour to a group of people. So she gives me this one. And then I said, give me an image of the same group of people on a different tour. So now it looks like, you have the girl in the front, blue rash guard. You have the girl in the front, blue rash guard. Now it looks like the same group of people is in multiple places. Give me an image of the same group of people sitting on a beach enjoying themselves, eating lunch, post-paddle. So now instead of, not being able to do the same thing over and over, you have that ability to create these high-value images. And, not only am I doing this for my clients, but I'm also doing this for my own company. So check this image out, right? My company is called Nano Marketing. And it's difficult for me to go out there and have my team get together and take photos and images so we can post to our website. But now I can just tell Nano Banana to create an image of me or of my team, Nano Marketing, Hawaii's AI image. Here, I'll show you. I can create the perception that my company is bigger than it is. So maybe you're somebody that's just a one-man team and you're at home. You could make your company look like you're a 4-person team out in Hawaii without even actually having that type of team. You can post this to social media. This representation is, a great depiction of, people in Hawaii that are in a boardroom. They obviously look very professional. They got a whiteboard or a TV in the back with marketing schematics. I would love to have images like this 6 months ago. And now I have unlimited images like this. And this is exactly the service that we're selling, right? But not only are we selling that, which we're going to talk about in the software section, but we're going to talk about outreaching with that personalization. So remember I said, here's an example of bad outreach. Business owners get thousands of these. Good outreach, it says, and this is where we first deliver our irresistible offer, everybody. This is what you're going to be giving to people. It says, hey business, I noticed something about your page. That's the subject line. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Hope this doesn't come out of left field. I was checking out your business online and noticed you got a solid following on social media, but it looks like you haven't posted in a while. I totally get it. Running a business is hectic, but here's the thing. You've already got people paying attention. That's rare. Every day they don't hear from you is a missed chance to bring them out in the water. Now, remember, we are finding businesses that have 500 to 1,000 followers. They've already got a little audience, people that know them, probably like their product, but they really do want to hear from them, but they haven't posted in a year, right? And we're using AI to build us a list, easy to find that information. Now, this type of email talking about missed chance of them hearing from them is costing them money really pulls on the heartstrings of a small business owner, because obviously they know this is valuable and they should be posting to their community, but they haven't. But the reason they haven't is probably because they don't have the time or the money or the attention. They know it's a missed chance. So you're just bringing that up into the surface. To give you a sense what's possible, I went ahead and put together a custom sample of a post for Maui stand-up paddleboarding attached. This is the type of content I can deliver consistently for you, engaging, on-brand, and designed to convert browsers into bookings. Here's my proposal. This is the irresistible offer. Let me create 2 weeks of content for you at no cost, no catch. If you like how it performs, we can talk about continuing. If not, you walk away with quality posts free of charge. And then you have the image, right? You give them the image in the email and they're like, holy crap, that's my company. That's my branding. That's my logo. That's in Hawaii. That's a stand-up paddleboard lesson. This guy is going to give me 2 weeks of free social media posting. No catch. What do I have to lose? If nothing else, I can make my website or my social media platform that hasn't been posted to in 2024 look legit. Get some fresh blood and activity on this page. And I forgot to mention this. People that are looking to book a stand-up paddleboarding tour, if they land on this page and they see that nobody's posted since 2024, do you think that that excites them and encourages them to actually book a tour? Or do you think it makes them wonder if this business is even open or active and alive? And maybe they go to the other paddleboard company that has posts every single day of people having a good time. That feels more safe and secure, especially if you're traveling all this way. You want to know that you're going to have a good time. This, to me, does not look like this business is producing consistent quality good times. And so that's where you come in. This business owner, if they say yes, right? If they say yes and they take you up on the 2 weeks, obviously our goal here is not to just go around and give free content to people, but once they say yes to the 2 weeks and you create the content and the images, which I've already shown you, I mean, you can spend 10 minutes and I'm going to show you some software in a second that makes it even easier, and the posting part will be automated. Once they say yes to that and they see the posts go out, after the 2 free weeks, you transition them into $497 to post every other day, $497 per month. Now, you need to charge a monthly subscription retainer, $497 per month to post every other day, which is a far better deal than they're probably getting when they had to hire an in-house person or do it themselves. This is a great value. Or if you want to post every day for them or multiple times per day or on multiple platforms, Instagram, Facebook, I encourage you to increase your pricing to over $1,000 per month. So this is what we're going to talk about now, okay? I've shown you how to get your ideal customer. You find them using a prompt like this in ChatGPT. I'm giving you the prompt in my bonus document. You do a little research on those leads. You find the ideal prospect. You send them a Nano Banana generated personalized prospecting email or DM with one of these images that has been personalized for them so you can get a higher chance of closing them as a customer. And when they say yes, you're going to use this tool. It's called High Level. And I'm giving you 30 days free to this tool in my fast track training, which if you haven't already, like this video, subscribe to the channel, comment below, and I'll send you the document with the fast track training and the 30 days free to this this tool. Now, you'll see my branding for Mind of Marketing here in the top left corner. That's because I've rebranded the tool. It allows you to rebrand itself, which is called a white label tool. So if you don't have your own business yet, you can just leave the branding, let it be called High Level. But once you have a business, put your logo there so that when you can sell this tool, you can sell this software to small businesses. And I'm going to show you how to do it. But it looks like it's yours. You created it, and that gives you some credibility. Now, this tool is like a Swiss Army knife for anybody that's looking to get clients online. So just like a contractor has a tool belt, a hammer, a chisel, a tape measure, a chalk line, all those things on their belt, right? They need those tools to create value, to build a home, to remodel, whatever it is. As a AI marketer, you need a tool belt. A lot of people are paying for 30 different tools. Rather than doing that, I just pay for one, and I'm giving, it's $99 a month. I'm giving you 30 days free. And if you follow along, that's plenty enough time to hopefully follow along, take action, get your first client, and pay for your whole tool belt. Because this tool does all types of things. I'm not going to break down everything in this video because that would be a much longer video. That's what the 4-part AI fast track training is for. But you can see here on the left, these are all tools that you have. You have a database of contacts. You can send emails to all those contacts. You can take payment. You can send invoices. You can do things like this, which I'm going to show you. You can use their social planner, and you can connect all your social media accounts or your clients, and you can create posts to go out to their Facebook, to their Instagram, to their LinkedIn, all on a scheduled basis. So where'd I go? So you can see here, this queue, these are all posts that went out on the 25th to my Instagram page, Facebook page, Google business page. And the nice thing about this service, everybody, is if you get somebody to pay you $1,000 a month or $500 a month for this, you can right now create all the images, create all the posts, and then schedule them to go out each day or every other day. So you can work one day a month and let the value drip out to those clients, and you can get paid each month. And that gives you more leverage. This is how you separate your time from generating money. When I was a mechanic, I had to go to the shop every day and get $20 to $50 an hour, 40 hours a week. Now I can do things like this. We talk about in the AI Fast Track, lots of other services too. You can work all day today, but get paid for the entire month. And so if this is the type of business model that you're interested in, I highly encourage you to take me up on the AI Fast Track. And I've put the link in the chat just now for everybody that's tuning in live. And I appreciate you all being here. I'll try to jam through some of the comments and questions at the end of the video. So this is my tool belt. There's lots of things at my disposal. Social Planner is the main one we're going to talk about. You can also create websites. If you're not a website builder, it doesn't matter because you don't have to be a coder. There's an easy way to build websites. No coder building website capabilities. But the main point here is you can also give each one of your clients their own dashboard with all of these tools. And that's what we do. When we get our clients, we give them a dashboard. I've given my own company a dashboard. And then I use all these tools to deliver value to each one of my clients. That's how I take them from 500 to 1,000 a month or 2,000 a month, because once I get them in here, now I can unlock more value over them. And that's the business right there. If you are brand new, you don't really have to do more other than get people in here using these foot in the door tactics I'm sharing with you and continue to unlock more value with the tools in this dashboard. And so some people are probably asking like, well, how do you get their social media connected to this platform? And that's a great question, because in the past you'd have to ask people for their passwords. But that's not what you're doing here. What you're doing here is you just go into the Launchpad. If they say yes, you just click this link, send link, put in their phone number, and they get a link to this dashboard. And this is why if you have a business name and you put your brand there, it's cool because they think it's your software. But if they don't think it's your software and you're using Go High Levels branding, that's fine too. It doesn't matter. They're still going to use it. But if you do put your branding there, it is just another flex that makes you look more credible and valuable. And so once they do get that link to their phone, all they have to do is go to the Social Planner section and connect their social media accounts. They integrate them. So now this dashboard is connected to their social media. You don't ever get their password or anything like that, so it's very trustworthy. And now, once that's all connected, you are free to just create posts. You hit create post, and this tool is built in, has built-in AI capabilities, and you can post to all of the social media accounts that are connected all at once, which saves a lot of time. And I'm going to give you some examples of how quick it is to create content. Now, remember, you can use Nano Banana to create the customized, personalized stuff like the paddleboard lessons with the logo and all that, right? Now, I would do that. I might even charge more to create all my content to be very personalized. I might charge less to give personalized every day or every other day, and then just regular great AI generated content that I use here all of the other days. And so what I do is I just generate posts using AI, and I say, what is the main message or key point you want to communicate to the content? why kayaking, no, it's not kayaking, why stand-up paddleboarding in Hawaii is so awesome. The preferred tone of voice, you can select professional, friendly, persuasive. Now you can think about this as just having a built-in chat GPT to create your social media posts for your clients that are going to be paying you. And by the way, if you haven't already thought about it yet, once you have some clients doing this, this is a huge, huge thing that you need to think about. You don't really need to be doing this yourself. You can actually have other people helping you to create this stuff for you, to run the software for you. And that's how you go from making 5 to 10,000 to 20,000. Once you establish yourself, you get some clients, you have your processes down, you follow along the 4-part AI fast track training. We show you a lot of these tactics, right? There's levels to this. So the main message or key point, why stand-up paddleboarding in Hawaii is awesome. What do you want to achieve this content? More stand-up paddleboard bookings, right? 3 variations, so I can choose the best one. And this is giving me the text for my posts that it's about to go out. Somebody says, are we limited on how many different companies we can connect to our social media scheduling? Plus, when do you... So there's, I don't know, 5 or 6 social media platforms that you can connect all through here. And then I think in the base level of high level, you can get, I think, 3 to 4 dashboards. So you can get 3 or 4 clients in there. And obviously, if you're charging $500 a month, you can pay for the tool. And I think the next level, which is like 150, maybe it's 200 per month, you might get unlimited dashboards. So work your way up. So you can see, took me just a couple minutes. What makes stand-up paddleboarding truly special? It's not just a popular activity, it's a cherished tradition woven in the fabric of Hawaii heritage. Experience the thrill of gliding atop pristine waters. I mean, I used to have to write content to post on social media. And as a kid that went through the Hawaii public school system, I could not write content like this. The game is so much easier for us to create today, especially if you're on this video, you're subscribed to this channel, and you follow these tactics, you use the tools that I use. I'm just going to go with one of these because obviously it's way better than anything that I could ever write. But if you wanted to, you could spend a little bit more time here, right? Now, I can download my images from Nano Banana, and then I can just upload them here, right? Upload, boom, insert. And I just created this social media post, personalized branding, high quality, high value, actual text, and I can schedule it to go out to all of these social medias like that. I mean, it literally took me a couple of minutes. And so if you are going to follow along and give them an irresistible offer of 2 weeks of free content, you can see how you can create 2 weeks of free content and you can have it all sitting right here in the feed. Don't even schedule it. Just have it saved as a draft. And you can say, hey, you can send them a message and say, hey, I've created the 2 weeks of free content. You can go ahead and look at it. Let me know what you think. If you have any edits, I can make those edits for you. And that's also going to build the trust. That's also going to build the relationship. It's going to nurture the situation so that after the 2 weeks is up, the content goes out. They're going to say, hey, can we keep this going? And you're going to say, sure, it's $500 a month for 15 posts per month. If you want a post every day to 3 social media platforms, it's $1,000 a month. That's how you actually start something with no social proof, no portfolio, no credibility. You deliver value up front. 2 weeks free, irresistible offer. You find somebody who is an ideal candidate to needing this. They got followers, they know the value because they've posted before, but they haven't posted in a long time. Now you come in and you can create content that looks like you're part of their team and you're just a photographer on their service. And you can come in and you can schedule the posts to go out every single day of the week to their social media platforms, and you can get paid in the process. So again, I hope you guys are getting value out of this and you're seeing how this is awesome. There's other ways to monetize this, other ways to make more money with this that we talk about in the fast track training. So if you haven't already, comment below, and I'll send you the link to the fast track training. Somebody says, I thank you for doing this. I feel like I have 100 hours of knowledge watching YouTube. I've just really not decided to make money online, but it's really that easy. Look, it's simple, but you have to take action. If you go to my Facebook group, right, you go to offlinesharks.com/Facebook. We have, I think, 20, this is free, by the way. Whether you join me on the fast track training or not, you should join this group if you're just interested in building this type of business. We got 23,000 members here. It's me, my co-founder, Tom, and the people in this group, like E.G. September 8th, that was 2 days ago, sold 20 books. #win. The process is simple, but you have to put in the work. It's not going to just happen by itself. E.G. Buzz, $1,000 per month retainer for recurring, right? Recurring. So, the tactics that I share, they produce results more than other people's because they actually work. I'm actually doing this. I actually have the company. We're doing AI marketing for almost 50 companies ongoing here in Hawaii. We're the second fastest growing company in Hawaii this year. And the stuff that I'm sharing with you is based off of being in the trenches. Now, I have some really great foot in the door tactics, like I shared with you, 7 days free, 2 weeks free of social media, stuff like that. And I talk about them a lot. I have the liquidation method, the already done method, the chat widget, the audit, the reputation marketing strategy. I saw a comment come through on my YouTube channel the other day. It was like, hey, I've seen you post this about the social media strategy multiple times now. Look, I'm not a guy out here that is creating videos that is trying to show you a new tactic every single video. There's no way that there's thousands of tactics that work really, really well. If you're following a YouTuber that is giving you something new every single day to do, they're just making that crap up. I'm showing you what works, and I'm showing you how to keep expanding on those tactics that are working using innovations. Like, for example, we only had High Level in the past. We were only scheduling content using their AI-generated content planner, but now we have Nano Banana. So obviously, I'm going to make a new video about creating personalized AI content and connecting it with High Level and scheduling it out there. So yeah, I talk about the things that work over and over again because they're almost timeless. They work really well and they continue to work, and we have innovations with AI that make them work even better. Somebody says, can I join the Facebook community? Yeah, you can join the community. It's free. Just type in, you can go to Facebook and search AI clients and cash flow. And when you get here, go to the magnifying glass and search the #win. It's a free group, by the way. And you'll see people, September 5th, somebody selling Google ads. This is something else that we talk about in the fast track training. This guy, $500 a month, $2,500 setup. All these people are action takers. I have to stress this, and I have to share the disclaimer that none of this stuff is just happening by wishing for it to happen. They're following along and they're taking action. Donna Norris, $12,000 set up with a rev share for 25%. So, you can come in here and you can look to my credibility, my strategies, and, if they work and how well they work. You can see other people making money. But look, Laura Goodrich, if you're not, you've got to get moving with action. Just sign my second monthly client for posting at $520 a month. 3 times a week on Facebook only. She's putting in the work. She's following the strategy. I'm saying it's simple because I've shown you everything. I've given you everything for free. I'm giving you tons of value in this video, but you've got to take action on it. So here's how to map out your first $5,000 a month. This is not guaranteed, but with just 4 to 8 clients, you could be looking at anywhere from $2,000 to $10,000 a month in recurring service, right? This Nano Banana approach makes it easier, or makes client getting more straightforward with personalized outreach. It allows you to stand out, cut through the noise. And so here's what you need to do. Just repeat this process, okay? Find people using my prompt. Find businesses that have a following, haven't posted in a long time. send them the irresistible offer. After 2 weeks, transition to a paid monthly retainer, and then use the AI software for your fulfillment and automating the process. And then the next level, again, I'm going to just tease this, is you bring somebody on from the Philippines or from another country and have them help you to create the content and schedule it in your software. They never talk to your client, they talk to you, and you become the middleman. And then you will have, multiple clients that you're creating content for and fulfilling the work for using the AI software, but you're not even doing the scheduling and the post creation each month. You have somebody else doing that. And now your job is to just keep getting clients. And then if you really want to take that to the next level, then you bring somebody in to help you get the clients. Obviously, we can't talk about that in this video, but it's definitely something that I'm doing, and I'd be happy to share more on it in some of our other trainings. Let's see. I'm going to answer another question or two and then get out of here. Somebody says, unfortunately, the client knew it was an AI-generated image. I think in 10% of cases, you can actually find a client. What? If you create an image, let me tell you something. If you create an image in here that looks crappy and AI-generated, don't use that image. You can create plenty of images that are really hard to tell what is AI and what is not AI. And if you think that you can't, this image right here, if you crop out this hotel, does not look AI generated. In fact, this one looks almost like a little bit grainy, which actually makes it look a little more real. It's when the images look like this that they look AI generated, because it's just too perfect. So I encourage you guys. Somebody gave me a tip, by the way, on this stream. I appreciate the tip. I think that's the first tip I ever got. I just turned the tipping option on the other day. I encourage you guys, if you have questions or objections as to why this won't work, that's holding you back from getting started, post them in the Facebook group, post them in the live stream. Go to the group, do your own research, check out the hashtag win, see what other people are doing, and try to get out of your own way with this. I'm not giving you this method. I want to be very clear with you. This method works. I'm not the only one using it to have success. A lot of other people are. And so if you have something that is in your mind that's saying, oh, this isn't going to work, well, I think you need to get a little more curious about that and spend a little more time looking into that before you just totally dismiss this. Again, there's a lot of YouTubers out there that are what I call fake gurus. People that say they have this credibility. They've done all this. They have a big business. Most of those people are making money selling you stuff. Now, I just want to be clear. I have companies, multiple companies, where I do make money selling you stuff. But what I'm talking about in this and my Square account that I'm sharing with you here, Nano Marketing, is 100% working with small businesses selling AI marketing subscription-based services. And so what I'm showing you is stuff that I'm doing, my team is doing. I'm going to show you something for a second here. Okay. I have multiple Square account or Slack workspaces. Offline Sharks is my internet marketing, coaching, product creation software company. That's the company that you use to that I use to sell things to people, digital products and course creation and whatnot, right? And I'm showing you this because I want you to know that this is real. Hold on, I have to kind of blur out some sensitive information here. And I want to show you the other one. This workspace, Nano Marketing, is an entirely separate company that is different departments, marketing, leads, project management, sales, all that stuff. I wouldn't have all those things if I didn't have a separate company. And it's, I've been doing this for a long time, so I have a big company. You do not need to have a big, massive company to get your first client, your next client, get a decent amount of traction following along with, what I shared here about just looking at the numbers. I'm not saying you're going to be able to get $5,000 this month. You would have to take some serious action. But with 4 to 8 clients on monthly retainer, that could be somewhere between $2,000 to $10,000 per month. Somebody says, are you currently looking for salespeople? I'll connect you on LinkedIn and believe you could add a ton of value. Sure. I'm always looking to hear from smart people. And see, that's, something for you all here. Like maybe you don't want to be doing the sales part, the prospecting, all that forever. Well, there are plenty of other people like 93 Supreme who is good at sales, who is looking for someone to work with to do sales for. So that would be the next level for you. Somebody says, where's the link to the app? So when you join the AI Fast Track, when you join this AI Fast Track, it's free. You hit this button, it takes you to a page where you get all my bonuses, you get the link, you get this spreadsheet, which actually gives you all the bonuses to my last videos, plus you get the bonus doc from this video, and then it'll ask you to the 30-day, it'll give you the 30-day trial to sign up for high level. So with that, everybody, I appreciate you all being here. I hope you got a ton of value. I spent a lot of time putting this presentation together for you. So make sure to like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, comment below. I'll send you the 4-part AI Fast Track training, all the bonuses. And I look forward to hearing more about your success in the Facebook group and into the future. With that, have a good